So this assignment is called Pencil in a Can. This is what it looked like when you're finished. This is the tutorial, so we're creating the exact thing I'm showing you. And we're using basic shapes, some different tools, but we'll get started in Illustrator. So we're going to minimize everything. Then you want to go back to your Creative Cloud on your desktop and open up Illustrator. Okay. Just again, if you don't see Illustrator, let me know. Okay. We're going to create a new file here. And this is a print preset. So we choose letter. We'll change it to pencil, the name, pencil. And I want to change the from points, I want to change it to inches. So leave all these default settings the way it is. So you click on create. And that will give us a blank sheet of paper to start with on our pencil. Okay. You want to click on the rectangle to start with and click once on screen. And I'm going to put in this exact settings. So 0.9972 for the width, and for the height, I'm going to put in 4.0598. And then I'll choose OK. Okay. And then I'm going to again go back to the selection tool. To, just click once on the screen. It deselects everything. And you click back on the rectangle tool. What I'm going to do, hold the Alt key down and drop. I'm sorry, I'm going to drop consider here and just drag it out. So I'm just holding my Alt key down and I'm going to drag out so it creates the pencil button. Okay, so I've got that there. And now what I'm going to do is actually then create the eraser. So the eraser is the run rectangle tool. So again, I'm just going to click on the screen once and I'm going to put in these exact things. So it'll be 1.2 for the width. For the height, it will be 1.0, and the corner radius is just 0.1. Okay, and then gives that radius for a pencil eraser. And then click on the move tool. That actually if this comes up, you can move it out of the way. Then I just click on the selection tool and just move that where it needs to go. And so these purple lines, I'm making sure it has the smart guides need to be checked. Okay. Now I'm going to actually do is create. I'm going to hold my Alt key and scroll on the wheel to actually zoom in. It's really helpful to actually see what I'm doing. It's what I talked about in one of the other. So again, I'm going to hold the Alt key down and drop the center, and I'm going to draw a little band. This is kind of like the bands that you see. They're kind of made of metal. Go there here. Now I actually need to edit, copy, and edit, paste that in front, so I can have two there, and that should come down to kind of like shows me this where the intersection is. So you should have the blue lines. Okay. Then I'm actually going to create my triangle. So I'm going to create the polygon tool. If I start drawing something, I'm going to click the down arrow key to actually create a triangle, and I can just hit the backspace to delete it. So this I want to make sure it has three triangles. And I go from the intersect there, and then hold the shift key down. It's going to actually make me create a perfectly uh, straight triangle. And that's from this corner here, so down to where like your cursor meets, and then I'm actually going to have to reflect that. So click on this and grab the reflect tool. It's already got the center. You see the centers there. So I click enter, and I want to name it to horizontal, and I'll choose OK. Now I need to do is click on the selection tool and move that down. Yeah, so you see there, it's still made as lined up there. So next thing I'm gonna do is to create the pencil head. So I can click on copy that shape and paste in front. So now I'm gonna hold the shift key down again, and I'm gonna create the pencil head. So I can drag this down, and it's gonna get grabbed in. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is actually just window across these things. So it's gonna select all those little boxes. I need to color them in. So these are the swatches tool. Up here, these are great because I always use the same shape every time. I'm going to use a orange here, this orange, for my pencil line here. These shapes right here for this eraser, what I'm going to actually use is um, these color libraries. I'm going to color properties, and then go to desaturated, and I'm going to scroll this down, and I'm going to grab the very top one. This is this pink color. That's going to be our eraser color. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I want to use this, the third one down here in this color here. So it didn't really change too much. And then this color, I should use the same thing. So color properties and desaturated. And this one I actually use the very bottom right corner and that color there. Okay. These two metal bands, I'm going to choose the layer properties again and choose gradients and choose metals. And I'm going to choose, this one says 10 right here. 10 right here. And I'm going to choose this next one and choose 10 as well. Okay. And this last one is just a pencil lead. I'm going to just name it, not black, but just a little off black. Okay. And then I actually create some text. I create the text tool. Sorry, not just a text tool. I need to create their hit backspace, go backspace key, and create the vertical type tool. Sorry, vertical type tool. And I'm going to type in Mr. My name. Okay. Then click on the selection tool, and then I can choose my size. I like 18. Then I can type, choose the text here. I like this permanent marker. Okay. Then I just make it in the middle there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do actually is select everything here. So I can draw a big box around everything. And right click on that, and I'll click on group. There's a difference between join and group. Join, it makes the two lines as one, but group, it keeps everything separate. It just makes it to where you can select them all at the same time. It's like I'm selecting this, and they're all separate things, but they're actually just in a group where I can select them all. Now we need to create the can that the pencil's in. So I'm going to go to the shape tool again, ellipse tool, create my ellipse, just ellipse tool. It's fine if it's filled in black. We're just going to click on this little arrowhead, swap. So I'm going to swap and fill in through, and just leave it with a black outline. That's what I want. Then now I need to copy that, edit, and copy, and edit, paste in front. Now I need to click on the selection tool and drag that down. Okay, so I can drag it straight down with that. These lines just kind of show me. Okay, then I click on the line tool and go from this anchor point. Oh, sorry, this anchor point to this anchor point. Yeah. And do that again. Click and then drag down to the anchor point. Okay. Now I need to select the selection tool again and draw a big box around everything. So it's going to select everything. Now we're going to actually use this new tool called Shape Builder tool. It's called right here. And what I do is actually click in here, and I'm going to drag down to this. So I want to make that all one shape. So if you have different shapes, you can actually create a new shape from that. Okay. This top shape I want to do, click on the little line here, and I still want to be actually filled in with the metals. So we're going to go down to gradients and then metals, and I want it to be filled in with I want this one to be filled in with this dark, almost black color. But this one, I want it to be filled in with the tin color. Yeah. And then the last thing I have to do is create some text. And type tool. And I'm typing selection tool. Selection tool again. And I need to be centered here because it looks a lot better centered. And I'm going to actually choose that. I like 36. And then you can choose whatever font you like. Maybe I'll use a different font here. Off add. Okay. And you can see it there. Next thing I have to do is actually click on this. I've grouped it all together. Click on the rectangle. So I have to select on it first, and then choose the rotate tool. Rotate tool, and then it's already got the center, that little blue point there, and I can click and drag here, and just tilt it a little bit, because pencils don't always sit straight up and down. They kind of tilt to one side. Now I'm clicking the selection tool again, move that where I need to. But right now it's hidden. So we need to actually click on the layers tool and click the down arrow. And so this group is the pencil tool. I can see that kind of like has a little image that shows that. And click on that and move in between the two paths. Okay. And as the pencil and the can here. Okay. Now I need to actually uncheck everything, and I want to have everything selected. So I can click on, we learned before on the previous one, you select on the circle and it selects everything on that layer. So then I can move everything in the middle here. Okay. And that should finish it. Okay. So now we're going to actually click File and Save As and save to your computer. So I'm going to click on my Downloads folder, and I'm going to rename it as Pencil here. That comes up, I've already done this once, and click on Replace, and you have to click OK. Now we're going to go back to Canvas here. So we're going to go back to Canvas, and now click on Modules. Okay, it's an easy way to get an assignment, and click on Pencil again. Then I can actually click the Start Assignment and Upload, and choose it from my Downloads folder, very top one, and click Open and Submit. There you go, and thanks for watching.